Yeah, sorry, fucking someone interrupted me again. It's my fucking neighbour. Bloody hell. Yeah, I'll end it anyway by saying, like, you've got, nothing wrong with smoking weed. Should be legal. And even the THC, if you smoke it with the CBD, it's fine, like I said. But that's what I experience. I experience, like, can't concentrate on anything whatsoever. I'm dead. I don't wanna. I'm fucking not doing any chores. And I feel like just going to bed all the time. Like, I can't face the fucking world. Reality is like hitting me like Hiroshima at the moment. It's fucking shit just coming from every fucking direction, north, south, fucking west, east, fucking everywhere, man. It's like, and it's good to be in a quiet place. But my experience is after the third day, I usually start to get better, and then after a week, it's like, like, with my experience, past experience, I feel a lot better. But the problem is, I got a next door neighbour who smokes it. So that tempts me sometimes. So I've got the cravings as well. And mum wants me to come to their house. But someone's there at the moment, a family member. And they've got a lot of fucking weed there. And I'm not fucking... I know for a fact that and it's Thai weed. And I know for a fact that I'll smoke that. That I'll take that and smoke it. So I can't, not at the moment. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. The only reason I made this video is if you're going through cannabis withdrawal, watch that CJ Kids video about it. But it's no big fucking deal, man. Most people don't go through it. And I'm not trying to be a victim here by saying, oh fucking hell, man. I'm just telling you how it is in your mind, but it's not physical. It's all in the fucking mind. And hopefully it'll go away very soon. I might make videos, I used to in the past make videos, I don't like drawing attention to myself, because I'm not in the best mind state at the moment, because I usually, like, I'm usually not really serious. When you meet me, because of that ADHD, I usually, like, say stupid things, like, just say crazy, weird, stupid things. And, like, that's what's made me have views in the past and shit like that, because of my outrageous behaviour. But maybe make some videos about loads of books that I've been reading, maybe review some books, recommend some books, because there's quite a lot of books that I've been reading in the past 5 years that I'd recommend, not just on one subject, there's loads of subjects, like whatever, like sports, non-fiction, true crime, yeah, wellness, mindfulness, serial killers, fucking dogs, a lot of shit, loads and loads of books. Yeah. So I might do that. I might review some books to recommend for you and explain the books from start. Just give you a little excerpt and then just like highlight some of the best things in the books, because I've got quite a lot of books, man. I don't know what to fucking do with them. I've read so much, but I've got so much. I recently got this fucking listen to audio book. What is it? The Son of Sam. That conspiracy theory. What is it? The ultimate evil. I think. It's on Netflix. It's pretty interesting. Like saying that the Son of Sam. I've seen the documentary on Netflix. I'm not too sure because obviously he's a serial killer, so he fucking bullshits all the time. So you can't really trust the word of a serial killer. About the devil worship and the satanic worship and all that shit. And it had a connection to Charles Manson. That's when I said, fuck off. Now this is a fucking bullshit conspiracy theory. Because no, Charles Manson had nothing to do with the Son of Sam. Yeah, there's loads of books that I could review. Like the Iceman, I'm going to review that one. Because it's one of my favourite books ever. But when I read Roy DeMeo's Murder Machine and other books, I think the Iceman is bullshitting on a lot of shit that he did. I don't think he ever worked for Roy DeMeo. That's my take on that. I don't think he did the murders that he said he did. Like the one they hit on Paul Castellano outside Spark Steakhouse. He fucking definitely weren't there because I've read about that, about Gotti and Sammy the Bull setting that up, and Sammy the Bull says it in his book The Underboss how that happened. So that's definitely not true. And Roy DeMeo, he don't mention fucking the Iceman. And some people said the Iceman had nothing to do with Roy DeMeo at all. I'm not saying the Iceman didn't kill anyone. He did. He was a psycho. He was fucked up in his head. His dad fucking killed his brother in front of him. And he probably did commit his first murder when he was little, when he got that bar off in his wardrobe, the bar from his wardrobe, and hid under a fucking patio under the staircases, and then smashed that guy to death with it. And I think he did. Maybe he did a lot of them killings, but I don't think he did any for the mafia, like that one where that guy gets shot in the fucking head in the beer garden outside in the patio. He has a cigar in his mouth. That was a big mob murder, and he said he was involved in that fucking bullshit, and he said he was involved with killing Roy DeMeo, and that's bullshit. That was ordered by Paul Castellano and Sammy and all them. I think that the Gotti boys and everyone was involved in that. And that's just one. What there's other books like Slobberknocker by Jim Ross. I didn't mention. I used to be a wrestling fan. Not anymore, because I think the product's absolutely fucking garbage and bullshit. I stopped watching it when Stone Cold left, basically. But that Jim Ross book, really good. If you're into wrestling, or if you're not into wrestling, it's good because it tells you the outside story about it, and gets in the business. What they had to live. A lot of it, they say it's fake wrestling. Yeah, it is. It's predetermined who wins the match. But they're travelling, these wrestlers. I've read a lot of wrestling books. And the inside, I've read The Death of the Territories. Terry Funk's book. That's very recommended. Terry Funk's book. Eddie Guerrero, Cheating, Death, Stealing Lives. This is one of my favourites of all time, Eddie Guerrero. There's a lot of good wrestling books. Fucking hell, man. One of my favourite wrestlers that weren't in the fucking WWE, now it's called, he's just died. Rest in peace to New Jack. Fucking New Jack. One of the funniest motherfuckers I've ever listened to. Seriously, if you've never checked him out, if you're a wrestling fan, you need to check out some shit that New Jack did. Yeah, he did some fucked up shit, but he is funny as a motherfucker. Seriously, he is funny. He is really funny. He did throw someone off scaffold 40 feet, tried to kill him. Well, the guy fucking landed off a scaffold in his head and fucking cracked his skull open and like kind of fucked up his head for the rest of his life, I think. So I'd probably do the same. He actually bought he fucking hid a staple gun and then he got up on top of this 40-foot scaffold. You know, he didn't know he was going to do it, and then he said, don't know, bro, you don't know your legs, you won't need them. Fucking got a staple gun and throw straight off the 40-foot thing, just over the fucking tables, because you're supposed to go through the tables. So, but he wanted him to hit the post or land outside, on the mattress outside, in the ringside area. But yeah, mentioned wrestling, yeah, rest in peace to New Jack, man. Fucking, that's come out of nowhere, that death, just like fucking, DMX's death, man. DMX, one of my favourites of all time. Can't believe he's dead. That came out of nowhere. Just like Kobe Bryant's death. That came out of fucking nowhere, man. Like, you know. So yeah, today, he gone tomorrow. Like, DMX, I thought he got himself together. It looked like he had himself together because I was just watching DMX the day before I heard that he died. On Drink Champs. And he sounded like he got his shit together because obviously he had problems with crack and stuff like that. Yeah, there's a rap book that I recommend if you haven't read it, if you want to understand the whole fucking back in the day rap, because I like back in the day rap a lot more than today's rap. Is Original Gangsters, which tells you about how it started, basically how gangster rap started with NWA and Eazy-E, and it goes up to Dre and Snoop in the whole G-Funk era, then goes to the East West and Biggie Pac stuff. So that's a great book to read. So I'll be going. I might be going through them. I'm not sure yet. Just because I ain't got shit to do, and I'll just explain a couple of things that if people might not know about them, you know. But there's loads of books, obviously. The health book, The Power of Now, is probably one of my favourite ones in that category. Of I don't know if it's mindfulness, it's presence, you know, for him. A fucking great book, American Made, about Escobar and President Bush and the whole Iran-Contra scandal book. If anyone's read that, that's a fucking great book. A Stranger Beside Me by Ted Bundy. Fucking classic. The Night Stalker book. That's a classic book. That's narrated by Philip Carlo. He he's done quite he did the Iceman book, and he did a book on another guy, straight up fucking gangster, Tommy Karate Patera or something. He fucking crazy. That guy, he was for real, that guy. He's a great author. Obviously, Don Winslow's books. He does a trilogy. It's Power of the Dog, The Cartel, and The Border. I don't know if it's on audio book. I've read them, and I'll listen to one on audio of them. Yeah, Michael Jordan, the life and times of Michael Jordan. I think it's Jordan Rose, the one 91. If you're interested in basketball, and obviously if you're interested in football, I've got Alex Ferguson's book about how he managed United to loads of Premier League titles and stuff like that. The Fear Bubble by Ant Middleton. That's a good book if, you know, but it could piss you off, so a warning on that one. It might piss you off if you, because he's basically telling you that fear is all an illusion, so it might piss you off a bit, so you have to be in the right type of mood to listen to that type of book. Dan Hardy, Yeah, the English MMA guy, Part Reptile. That's a fucking classic book. That really is. You wouldn't think it, because he never really made it to the top, because he got beat by GSP. Well, that's one of the best MMA books that I've ever read. You know, even though he never really made it. He did have a title shot against GSP, but never really made it. And there's so many other books. So many other books. Like D-Day, the book on D-Day, that's a great book. Because my granddad was involved in that war. World War II. And yeah, I might have some review some of these titles that I've come up on. Bruce Lee book, The Tao of Jeet Kune Do. That's a really good, helpful book if you're into martial arts. Bruce Lee, The Tao of Jeet Kune Do. That's another classic book. And I'm thinking about this country, what they in this country. Mad Frank, from London. He was a gangster in London in the 80s, but he was proper mad. He was like worse than the Krays. Everyone knows who the Kray twins are. He was like worse than them. He was a mad guy, mad fucking guy. Mad Frank. And there's other books like Around the World and other classic books that I could. It's just I've mentioned them because I can go through them and break them down for, and telling my feelings on them. Not from a judgmental standpoint, just go through it like highlights, like you see the highlights on Match of the Day and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, the video's strictly about cannabis withdrawal, and not to you're not on your own. It happens. It usually goes away for 3 days in a week. Don't be looking on the internet about what these fucking doctors are saying and stuff like that. It lasts fucking a month, 2 months and shit like that, and you have physical withdrawal. Something. No, you don't. That's bullshit. If people are, that's because that placebo effect is fucking making you feel that way. But yeah, it's hard, man. But I just gotta watch my mind, and hopefully I'll be alright. Cause I know why I understand why now I'm not thinking right and I'm not concentrating right. It's because of that. Well, it's nothing against weed. It's just that the reason why I quit is because you don't do fuck all. When you smoke weed all day, every day, you don't do fuck all, man, on it. You don't. You're just lazy, in my opinion. And like, if you want to live life, then some people can live life and smoke weed, but a lot can't, especially me. And I've got other problems as well. So I recommend that. I know the video's gone a bit too long. I might have bored you. I'm boring myself a bit. So that's it. Check out CJ Kid, and he mentions other drugs as well. I'm not going to mention other drugs on this one. I might do in future about my experience with other drugs, with especially coke and speed, and definitely alcohol, which I think is worse than all of them, except from crack and heroin. But I've never touched crack or heroin ever. I've been around people that have done it in front of me, but I've never touched it ever. Or that what is it? That fucking apple juice shit. They call it apple juice. Fucking makes you eat your own dick off and makes you cannibalise yourself. Yeah, PCP. Yeah, PCP. No, but that is crazy. That's probably one of the craziest. And I've never done meth, PCP, crack or heroin. That's the only drugs I haven't done. Thank motherfuck for that. Anyway, go and check out CJ Kid, and he breaks it all down. He's the professional there. So, adios, motherfucker.